Okay, we have arrived. Find yourself in any easy seat of your choice. It could be crisscross. It could be up on your knees, legs at the side. Hardest part of any exercise is getting to the beginning. So we have arrived. So let's take 3 collective breaths together, inhaling and exhaling at your own pace. Maybe at your inhale, you'll stop at the top, and then you'll let your exhale grow longer. Inhaling one more time, and exhaling. Your day, your week, put it all to the side. Feeling tense? This is where you need to be. For the next 30 minutes, let's just move and flow. Head on over to all fours, where we will get into child's pose position. So our hands are going to come out in front. Our knees could be touching. Our knees could be apart. It's really about where you feel the most comfortable. Stretching out. You may want to lower your head to the floor. You may not. Follow your body. You may say, I started out with my knees closed. I'm going to try opening it. Let me see if that allows me to get a little bit lower. It works for me. See what works for you. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhaling in, and then slowing down that exhale. One more. Inhale in, exhaling out. Gently raise your head if it's on the mat and look forward. And gently walk your hands to the left of your mat until you feel a stretch in your right side body. Once you feel that stretch, if you'd like to inhale, and then see if you can lower down through that exhale. You may want to bring your elbows back so that way you can lower your head gently to the floor. You may want to bring your right hand on top of your left. Feeling your stretch. There should be no pain, no pulling, just a gentle stretch in your side body. Breathing in and letting go. And take 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, gently raise your head if it was lowered, and we'll start walking back through the center and bringing your hands to the right edge of your mat, and now feeling that stretch in your left side body. You may want to bring your elbows in towards you a little bit more so you can then lower your head if that feels good. Maybe bringing your left hand on top of your right and breathing into this side body stretch. Inhaling and then letting it go. 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, raise your head gently. Walk our hands back to the center of our mat, and we will push ourselves up into a tabletop position. Our hands will be underneath our shoulders. Our knees will be underneath our hips. If you would like to bring more support to your knees, I encourage you to get a rolled up towel or roll up your mat like this to give yourself a little extra cushioning. I'm actually doing this on top of a rug, so I'm getting extra double cushioning, but you can roll your mat up or just place a towel underneath. From tabletop, we'll do some cat-cows, warming up our spine. On your inhale, you let your belly drop, looking forward. And on your exhale, scooping in your belly, arching your back like a cat. Start to feel movement. Go at your own pace with your inhale and exhales. Again, you can be moving side to side. Inhaling and letting your belly drop. Exhaling to scoop. Going back and forth. You also may want to do some circles. Sometimes it's the coordination of, wait, okay, inhale, drop, and then exhale, scoop. And even like you might find yourself going into like this figure 8, which feels really good. So just find any movement that's going to release any tension in your back, making sure that you're doing your dips, your inhale, letting that belly drop, and then scooping back, forth, or circles. Come to a place of stillness. We're going to take our right leg back. So we're resting on our hands and our one knee. Our right leg is back. And gently start to press into that back foot, into your toes, and gently start rocking back and forth. This is a great stretch for our legs. Gently inhaling and exhaling, slow and steady, gentle, gentle. Sometimes I have little cracks. Feels so good. Back and forth. From here, lift up your back leg and bring it to the left side of your mat and gaze past your shoulder to look at your foot behind you. Inhaling and exhaling. Take 2 more breaths here in this nice stretch. 1 more breath, inhaling. And release. As you release, your foot will slowly form a rainbow. You're going to bring the foot all the way to your right so that it's perpendicular to you. So you're seeing your toes. We're still resting on our hands on one knee. We will gently walk our hands back into an upright position. Hands can be on our hips to help us with our balance. Inhaling our arms up. Exhale. Right hand will come resting on our right thigh, and we'll do a side bend towards the right. Gaze can be up at your fingertips or neutral, or it could be down towards our leg, wherever your neck feels the most comfortable. This is gate pose. Great bend and stretch all at the same time. 1 more inhale in and a deep exhale. We'll bring our hands up and rain on down to our mat, bringing our foot back behind us. Taking your right hand this time, bringing it up your left as if we're pulling a bow and arrow, turning, raising our right hand in the air for a supported side plank. Breathing, inhaling, exhaling. You might be feeling a little wobbly. If you want more of a challenge, you can pick that back foot up and really enjoy the wobbles here. One more breath. And let it out. On our next inhale, we'll come on back down to our hands. Rock again just a little bit gently. Taking our left hand out, raising that back foot up into a bird dog. You can stay here or you can lower that foot, or you can join me by bringing elbow to knee, inhaling, or exhaling rather. Inhale as we point out, inhale. Exhale as we fold in, elbow to knee. Inhale as you point out. Exhale. Come on, back to tabletop. Wiggle from side to side. Let's do another cat-cow. And then gently sit back on your bottom, stretching at our toes. Feel your toes open up if that's comfortable for you. We're taking a break from our wrists being down in tabletop position because we're about to do the other side. So let's roll out our wrists. Stretch them gently back and forth, side to side, whatever feels good. You may want to clasp and go around and around. Open and close, open and close. And then just a little ringing action. And then we're ready to start the other side. So back into tabletop position. This time we will bring our left foot back and give it a gentle stretch. Back and forth. Back and forth. No cracks on this side. Just a nice gentle stretch. If you're like walking or running, this is great. Stretch before you head out onto your path or track. From here, let's move your leg all the way up and to the right of your mat, and your gaze will be behind your right shoulder, looking at your feet, noticing the pedicure, perhaps. Taking a deep breath in and letting it go. Deep breath in and release. We'll bring that foot all the way over in a rainbow to the other side. I'm just going to move over a little bit because it was getting into my couch. So our left leg is perpendicular. We are still on our hands at this point. Inhale, we'll walk ourselves into an upright position. Getting ready for gate pose. On the opposite side, hands can stay on your hips, or we can inhale our arms up. And exhale, let your left arm drop onto your left thigh and slowly do a side bend. Gaze can be up at your hand, neutral, or down that leg. Inhaling back up, and we'll come on down again to our tabletop position. Bringing that leg behind us, putting the weight into our right arm and right hand, we will bring and touch our left hand all the way up as if we're pulling a bow and arrow. Arm goes up into the air. We're supported on our right knee. Our back leg, our left leg can stay down. This is a supported side plank. You may be feeling those wobbles in our balance, one side versus the other. A challenge could be to lift that back leg up. Feeling the extra wobbles. Feel through them. Breathe through them. exhale, we'll rain back down. One more little stretch on our left leg. Before we do bird dog, we'll bring our right hand out in front as if we're shaking someone's hand and lift that back leg. And we could stay here and work on your balancing and just breathe into it. Or you may want to inhale and then exhale, elbow to knee on this side. Inhaling as we stretch out, exhaling. Inhaling as we stretch out and exhaling. And then we'll come back to tabletop. Quick cat-cow before we head into downward dog. So I'm going to move my mat back. I had it in a supportive way for my knees, which felt great. I encourage you to always support your body. As we get ready for downward dog, hands will be a little bit above our shoulders. Tuck those toes under and raise up into downward dog. We can give our dog a little pedaling back and forth. Don't worry, legs don't always need to be straight in a downward dog. If you're looking for that gentle stretch, then find that ease. If you're looking for just a little different, smoother variation, I encourage the bending and the swaying. From here, we're going to gently walk our hands back to our toes. So we're in this forward fold position. Knees are gently bent to however it feels great in your body. And then we're going to slowly roll up. Our one, I think, and only mountain pose today. Shoulders back. Inhale in. And exhale out. And let's just stroll to the top of your mat, opening up those toes as you walk along your mat purposefully, opening your feet up. A nice stroll. There's no rush. Just till you get to the top of the mat and we can put our feet in, raise those toes up and come down. Nice calf stretch. Toes up and come down. And one more time. Toes up and come on down. Inhale, raise your arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands are underneath your knees. Your back is flat. Exhale, forward fold. Hands will be placed on the mat. Left foot will come back. You can lower that knee. Pick ourselves up. Our right hand will be on our right leg. Inhale, our left arm up and bend over to the right. Side bend. Inhale to straighten. Watch those wobbles. Enjoy them. Left hand will come down to the mat, and our right hand will come right down to the mat on the inner part of our right leg. So this is a variation on lizard pose. So right here, you can move your right leg, your right foot out, however is comfortable for you, until you feel a stretch on your inner thigh. If you are more flexible and you'd love to come down to your elbows in this position, please do that. If you have blocks handy, you can put the blocks up and rest on the blocks. So all great variations to get this inner leg stretch in lizard's pose. Deep breath in and out. From here, let's take our leg behind us and let's do something really interesting. Walk back your hands right on your knees. Then use your hands to get yourself into a squat position. Squats are wonderful, wonderful thing for us to practice. So we can just be on our toes and going into our heels and using our hands to help us with this, seeing what our body is ready for. Are we ready to give a squat a try where our feet are down and our hands are in between? Squats build up so many great muscles for us, and it's important for us to practice this for our own mobility. That's my goal, to be mobile. Just a second here. So from our squat position, we're going to walk into tabletop and bring our left leg forward. So take your time to bring that left leg forward. This is how we're going to get into the other side lunge. So our left leg is forward. We'll raise ourselves up. Find your balance. Inhale our arms up. Our left arm can stay supporting our knee, and we'll do a gentle bend to the left. Inhaling back, and we're bringing both hands down to the mat on the inside part of our left foot. We can move our left foot out to any degree that feels comfortable, that you're feeling a nice stretch in that inner leg. Again, you can, if you're flexible enough, head on down to your elbows or bring up the earth with blocks. Finding our lizard's pose, what feels great in your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Pressing that arm and that leg together, almost creating that push-pull. One more inhale in, exhale out. All right, gently take your leg and put it behind you. Let's do another squat. We got this, come on. Start up on your toes. I find that is a way for me to get into the position more comfortably. So my hands are on the mat. I'm just kind of moving back and forth, and then I sit on back till I feel practicing our mobility. Let on go. We're actually going to sit down from here. Legs will be straight in front of us, ready to balance and restore. Because even though we didn't get up and do many standing movements, your body has gone through so many beautiful stretches and bends. It will be thanking you. Legs out straight. Sitting tall. Let's inhale, arms up. Pivot forward on your exhale. Let your arms fall where they may. Feet, ankles, calves, thighs, or place them right down on the mat. And let's take 3 deep breaths in on your own, growing with each inhale and releasing with each exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale, release. Come back to a sitting position. Bring your legs in as close or as far as feels comfortable to you. You can move your bottom towards your feet. That helps. Again, taking a moment here to give yourself a little massage. All that walking we do, all that standing we do, we owe it to our feet to give them a little bit of extra love every now and again. Shake your legs. Start to grow tall in this position. Inhaling in and then pitching forward, hinging forward before you begin to forward fold. Feeling that stretch in your groin, in your inner leg. Same thing, 3 breaths. Release as you sit up. We'll bring our knees together. Head on down slowly to your back. We'll do a bridge position. Bring your feet on the mat, close to your bottom, but not too close. See where it feels good. Hands will be down on the mat. As you inhale, pick up your bottom. You might want to move your shoulder blades under. We're going to hold this bridge for 5 full deep breaths. You may want to clasp your hands behind you as we do this. Breathing in and exhaling, hold your bridge up. Breathing in. Releasing. As you're releasing, if you're noticing yourself dropping, always take a break if needed, but then get on back up. Inhaling in. Two more breaths. One more breath. And as you exhale, lower down, bring those knees in. Give them a little squeeze, a little rocking back and forth. And before we come to our resting pose, I invite you to bring an inversion to your body. So if you're next to a wall, that would be ideal. I actually don't have one clear wall space. So bringing our legs up a wall and supporting next to a wall feels amazing. Sometimes I squeeze over in the dining room in between the clock that's hanging on the wall, and it feels great. I can't film over there. So legs up the wall is a type of inversion. It's going to bring our blood flow. It's going to slow us down. If this doesn't feel good, a block underneath your bottom sometimes feels great. I'm going to next time bring a block over so I can show you different moves. I just don't want to get out of my pose and stop the video. So legs up the wall. Notice I'm putting my hands underneath my sacrum to give myself a little bit more support in my lower back. Taking a breath in, taking a breath out. We want less effort and more ease for these movements for on the mat, and especially heading into our weekend. Less effort, more ease. Hug those knees into your body. Let yourself get into a comfortable resting pose. Hands can be out along the side. Feeling the earth support you. I invite you to stay for as long as you're able. But if you're ready, wiggle those toes, wiggle those fingers, bring those knees in. Bring them to one side, support yourself gently as we're getting back into an easy seat together. Finding a smile on your face. My body is feeling so much better. I hope yours is too. Thank you for joining me. I wish your weekend more ease, less effort, and I'll see you next time.